With the new release, Datamin rolls out a new feature called environment variables. Those are named values which can be used in various places within Datamin workflows. Let's see how it works. First, let's create a new workflow which will calculate total VAT amounts of shipped orders for us. For that, we need a query block, and we need to specify a query which will select the amounts of shipped orders from the orders table. Save. And we need another block, the aggregator, which will sum the amounts and multiply them by the actual VAT rate, which is currently 19% in Germany. So yeah, let's do that. Sum amount multiply by 0.19, save, and run the workflow. The query is running, the aggregator is running, and the output is the amount summed and multiplied by 0.19. Okay, let's replace this 0.19 value with a variable. For that, we add a new one, call it actual VAT rate, and specify the value of 19%. Let's go back to the workflow and try to substitute this variable instead of 0.19 here. We prefix its name with n underscore actual VAT rate divided by 100, save. Let's run the workflow and see that nothing has changed. Yeah, the output is still the same because we haven't changed anything. Now let's change the variable value and see that how it affects the output. So let's specify it 21% here. Go back, make sure that it's still in the aggregator and run the workflow. And yes, the VAT amount has now got bigger as we've increased the percentage. And now let's see how we can use environment variables in the query. For that, let's add another variable called discount rate of 10% and go back to the workflow and use it in the query. Since the query is actually a template, let's deduct the amount multiplied by the discount rate divided by 100. Notice the curly brackets here because it's a template, so we need to include the variable names in double curly brackets. Running the workflow. Yeah, and now the amounts returned by query are discounted by 10%. You can use environment variables in the same way in other blocks of the workflow, like conditions, like notification, like API calls. And even though this feature is already useful by itself, it's just a part of a bigger release coming up next. Stay tuned.